Okay, so these are the ones I have, and as I was messing around with putting them in there, I remembered, oh yeah, the guy I got those from is where I got those as well. So I have a couple of things I'm gonna have to address. One is that all three of these have nails sticking out of them, which I am not a fan of. So I'm gonna fix that. And then one of them is short because the leg has rotted away. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go like one up, one down, one up on each bin, or if I want to just cut them all short. Kind of depends. Waiting for my husband to come out and give me his thoughts on that. But in the meantime, I'm going to get the nails fixed on those. Well, I asked Jason for advice and now he's taking care of it for me. So we decided to make them all the same length, or height, I guess I should say. And then we're gonna just zip tie doodle daddle this broken leg guy and hope for the best. So I think it'll be fine. But yeah, the tall wasn't working real well because they were banging against the window, and then we had to make some shorter anyway. So he decided, and I agreed, that we should just make them all shorter. I think it'll be fine.
Too late now.
All right, putting on the last zip tie. And Jason's gonna pull out his magic knife here. Apparently these little knives are like gold at Walmart.
Can't get them.
Can't get them. First one he got, he had to get in black instead of the orange.
Ozark Trail.
This is what it's called. But they have like really good feel and they flick open really easily and they're sharp. Yeah, hot commodity. How'd you get that one, Jason?
I bought it at Walmart.
Luck of the draw.
I found one.
Yeah, what did that guy say? He only gets like 10 a month or some crazy thing?
No, I bought his second shipment ever since they came out a year ago.
Oh, second shipment ever since they came out a year ago. Got it. All right, zipped and clipped, and we're gonna install, or I am. Okay, so we were having a problem of these not staying up. So Jason's just gonna put these little brackets on real quick, and that'll hold them in place. And then a couple of these are bent, and so they're leaning against the house, so I gotta fix that. But
these are just, I used all the bolts on the chicken coop. So this is the part that would go for a fence. Slide in there and lock it. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. I do.
But since I used them on the chicken coop, I didn't need this part.
Ah, okay.
Or whatever I used it for, I didn't need this part. So I got these idling.
Idling. So we'll use those up. They're not perfect. Neither is this entire project. So they fit. All right, one more to go. We have a second one that's pushing against the window. Right now, I'm just sticking a rag in there because it's 5:30. I'm hungry. I'm getting cold. I'm tired. And Jason said the sun should pull them off the building, like as they dry, because they're wet. They've been out in the rain. As they dry, it should pull it away. So that's my hope. I also was telling Jason, I think it would be super cool if you had something that you wanted to grow that you could then tie a string from here to here and create like this cool canopied area. But that's for another lifetime, I think. For now, this is it. I think it looks good. It's gonna look great. We'll plant some peas tomorrow unless it's pouring. All right, somehow I totally forgot to film anything today. We did not work in the back today. I wanted to get going on our other garden areas. And so Isaac went through and I had him cut out all the dead raspberries. I have golden raspberries here. The golden raspberries took over a lot of my other raspberries that were over here, but you can see these ones are slightly different than these ones. The golden raspberries, the regular raspberries, they tend to stay in their space. The golden raspberries, they go everywhere. So if you ever get golden raspberries, make sure you have a closed bottom unless you want them everywhere. These are open on the bottom, so they're everywhere. They're all in that open grassy area over there too. So what I do every year is I go through and I pull these out and I donate them to other people, give them to other people. So you can see they're kind of everywhere. There's some, and there's some, and there's one, and there's one, and then the other side. So I'm at the point now where I'm going to start pulling those out and putting them in little buckets and giving them away to other people. So those are there. My plan this year is to clearly identify which of the raspberries are I think they're black cap. I can't even remember now, but the regular red raspberries. And then I'm going to move them somewhere else and let the goldens just take over this whole area. We did not work on this at all today, but Isaac did clean up the old wood that was here. He took care of that for me. And then we started working on this, which is the bigger garden. Sorry, I just stepped in a hole. This has served many purposes over the years. This was a garden, it was a pool, it was a mixed use, all of that. Our rabbit, Mr. Funny Bunny, would run around in here for a long time. And then we just ran tomatoes in there, and that's all I had. But what I'm going to do now, I think, we cleaned this all out today. So got everything out. I was going to take down this little concrete wall, this little brick wall, but Isaac loved it. He's like, no, I love that brick wall. I want to leave it there. So I'm going to end up leaving that there. I'm going to take this down. This is going to come down, but I'm leaving it up for a second because the bottom on that is pretty bad. And so I want to get the rest of this taken care of first. So my plan is to kind of strip off this top layer of weeds. I'm not going to go nuts on it as far as getting deep. I'm going to strip off the top layer of weeds. And then we're going to bring in more of that wood chip, cover the whole place in wood chip, and then build some more of these little garden boxes. If I need to go deeper, I can do that simple. This is made with fencing. So when Jason replaces a section of fencing, I get the fencing and I can make these little garden boxes. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't really have time to garden this whole 16 by 16 space this year with the backyard project and just homeschooling and working part-time and everything I'm doing. I'm not gonna have time to garden as much of this as I wanted. Plus I'm getting a late start on getting this done. So that's what I decided to do. So I'm just gonna strip this all out. That's not gonna take too long. Strip it all out and throw down a thick layer of wood chips, and then put in some more of these garden boxes as I have time. This I did just put carrot seeds in, so we'll see if those grow. We'll see if they come up. I'll keep you posted. Don't know. The strawberries did great there last year, so I'm probably just going to leave them there. This is a lettuce that somehow made it through the winter. I don't even know how it did that, but I was tearing off pieces all the time to give to our rabbit, and then it still survived, so it's kind of weird. But that's the plan for out here. Just, picking away. It's kind of like my mother-in-law was over the other day, and she said, how do you prioritize? How do you know what to work on? And I'm like, well, the backyard's my main focus. And then while she was here, I literally stripped all that out and planted the carrot seeds. So, it's kind of like that. Like today I was like, I don't really want to work in the back, so I worked in the front. So the back is the priority. I just, what I need help with Isaac for on the backyard kind of requires me to work back there by myself for a while and clean out more space, because otherwise he brings out the wood chips faster than I can get them put out. So this is going to be, I'm going to work on this week and then get back to the backyard. Probably going to have to order another load of wood chips though. So there you go. Have a good night. Sun is saying good night to us. So we're going to head out. Bye. All right, we did it. We went a little over our hour time limit that we had set, but we did it. We got this all cleaned out. You can see there's still a little bit of moss and there's an occasional grass or whatever. That's going to stay there. Probably just going to fill it in with, I don't know what, haven't thought it through yet, but anyway, got this cleared out. So hopefully tomorrow can do a little bit of leveling and then start loading I think I'm going to put in some wood chips and then take that down, because the bottom of that, like I said, is pretty bad. So anyway, get this leveled out just a little bit. I'm not going to do a lot of leveling. I just don't have the patience or time for it. So hit the really high spots, hit the really low spots, fill those up, level them out a little bit, put in the wood chips, and then we'll get to doing planter boxes. But I'm quite impressed that Isaac and I got this done. Our grass is terrible, so I just had him take all the stuff that was in here in buckets and he just spread it out across the yard in all of the dead grass spots. And that's that. It started raining about 20 minutes before we were done, so that was kind of lame, but we are wet and we are happy because we did a good job on our project, so yay for us. Pip says hi. Okay, this gives you a general idea of what we're doing. Did a little bit of leveling, not a lot. Don't have patience for that today. So, and now I'm just putting in all the wood chips. Isaac's shoveling out in the driveway into the bucket, bringing them over. Not the bucket, we're not using a wheelbarrow. It's the Gorilla dump trailer thing. Really like that. Anyway, ours is zip tied together. It's lived a good life. My dog is now being annoying, so bye. Okay, we got it all done. We got it all loaded in. So we are both pretty happy with the way it looks right now, and build a few more of these, maybe some tall ones, short ones, whatever. Just gonna keep the strawberries in there for now. Probably doing peas over there, but might do tomatoes again, although we've done tomatoes there for the last few years, so I kind of want to mix it up for the soil. Not sure. Anyway, done for today. I didn't film the making of because the sun is setting. It looks way brighter because of the light, the camera, but I didn't film this because I kind of slapped it together trying to beat the sun. Didn't really know what I was doing. Didn't have time to set up a camera. Obviously, this is seriously high craftsmanship here, but all it needs to do is hold dirt. So I was going to go 3 tall. Didn't have enough fence posts, so this is what we have. And put some dirt in it, put some plants in it, and we'll go. This might end up being my potato bin. I think I'm gonna rotate it though. Yeah, anyway, that was pretty quick and easy once I remembered how I was gonna do it and how I built that one. But I'm working with very substandard materials. So there you have it. That's it for tonight. I gotta go get ready for bed and whatnot, and take care of animals and all that good stuff. So there you go. See you next time. I think I'd like this better over here versus over here, because I might end up going up another panel, and if it's over here, I don't have room to put that other panel on. So I think I'm gonna try it here this year. It's old fencing. If it falls apart, it falls apart. It does not really matter. The guys are over here shooting with their pellet gun, having fun. So that's what they're up to. But yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to leave it there and start loading it up. This entire garden is like this weird science project. So we direct sowed some carrot seeds, which I've never done before. I don't know if that'll work at all. Then over here we have some science projects potatoes. Had a box of potatoes in the garage, and they obviously sprouted and went nuts. So I have like a ton left. That's what I'm putting in this one, which is probably way too many, if they even live. So who knows? This is just craziness. Like, look how tall that is already. So we'll see if anything happens. But you can see there's tons of little baby potatoes everywhere on these. So it's like they sucked the life out of the potato and used it to grow in the darkness, which is just insane. So these are going to go here. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the rest of those yet. We're going to have to find out. I might put them along here with the beans, but I'm probably just going to do another bin or put them in the yard waste or something. We'll see. Anyway, it's fun. Science. Who knows? All right, got that all planted, and then I got this all cleaned out. I did the wood on the bottom, then some wood chips, and then the dirt. So I'm going to try that and see that if that helps, because this had gotten super compacted over the years. So hopefully that'll help keep it light and fluffy. And then this is sand and topsoil mix. I mean, I just took what was already there and pulled it out, fluffed it all back up by putting it in there, and then put down, like I said, chunks of wood and little sticks and stuff, and then the wood chips, and then the dirt. Wow, a stick just came flying at me from out of nowhere. Anyway, that's it for today. I think we're gonna go get some dinner. So it's random project day because we're watching MotoGP and then doing projects in between different parts of what we're watching. So today I decided to just grab some old boards and put them up against that, because people walk through here all the time, and then the bottom of this is like that, and they get bent out, and then people are catching their feet on it and stuff. So I'm just pinning that up against the thing. It seems to be working. Not exactly fast, but it's working. and I'm going to get it done. And then I also am working on walk with me. Walk with me. Walk with me. I don't know what I got distracted by. Oh, the ice cream guy was coming. I was giving him plants. Working on mapping out the garden so I know what's where and when I planted it and all that. So just about done with that. That's what we're doing today. Forgot to film after we were done, but Isaac and I got a little bit more of the section done. Didn't go as far as we had hoped because a limb fell from one of the big trees and he was cutting that up. And anyway, it's getting there. I started to make this thicker and was like, nope, yep, that looks terrible with that darker bark. So it went over there. That's where we're at.